Welcome back, everybody, to the Beggars Canyon Boys. We are here on episode 43, discussing the Clone Wars Season 2.
Woo! Do you think that picked up as a good golf clap in the mic there?
It probably was really great to hear as I was talking.
Okay, all right.
So today we're talking about 3 episodes of the Clone Wars. We got Grievous Intrigue, The Deserter, and Lightsaber Lost. These are...
Needed his notes to remember that. It's pretty easy. Ahsoka lost her lightsaber. Lightsaber lost.
The clone was a deserter. The deserter. You're right. You're right.
No, I'm sorry.
Just didn't want to mess up. Okay?
What was the first one, though? It was Grievous.
Grievous Intrigue.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's a little different.
Yeah. That's, and there wasn't really much intrigue going on in the episode, so it's not super easy to remember.
Should have been called Grievous Entry because he makes a little entrance there.
Yes. Oh, a very cool entrance.
Yeah.
Which you mentioned on the last episode, but I definitely clocked it when I watched it in this one. I was like, that is fucking cool.
Isn't it funny though how the guys Grievous stands to the side after the entrance?
Yeah, when all the commando droids come in.
Yeah.
Well, you got to kind of build up to whatever.
It is low key, I don't like that I just use the word low key. Immediately deflating.
Yes.
Because Grievous's entrance is kind of cool and powerful, and then just to have your it'd be now my lackeys will get you.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely agree with you. But yeah, he sticks, we've seen a lot at this point now, sticking the lightsaber into the door to cut a circle in it. But he does it with 4 at the same time, and 4 blades poke through and all make 1/4 of the circle at the exact same time. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Then he does a huge kick, and this massive chunk of door flies into the room and just destroys one of the clone troopers.
Yeah.
It was,
the animation also, again, I feel like we're commenting on it every episode now, but looks really good.
Yeah.
There was one part where, and I forget who that Jedi that Grievous is attacking there
Eve Koff, bro.
Yes. Eve Koff, yeah. He makes one movement, I think when Grievous comes in and he's turning around or whatever and running over to the console station or whatever's happening there. But for a moment it tricked my mind into thinking I was watching live action.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if it was that moment in particular, but I had a couple of sensations like that during these episodes.
I wonder if they use any of the technology they developed and worked on here actually for the movies in the future. I don't know a lot about CGI behind the scenes processes, but I wonder if there's any kind of copy and paste you can do for some of the assets.
I'm not quite sure, but I do know that the technology to make the Clone Wars was developed during the making of the prequels.
Oh.
And some of the full CGI shots in Revenge of the Sith, you can sort of see how they look like Clone Wars episodes in the way that the virtual camera is moving around, and they'll kind of lock on to someone and then rotate up to a high angle or whatever, and then zoom, and those kind of moves. I think that technology was invented for Revenge of the Sith, and then they were well, we could just use it for a cartoon.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I'm sure it's just constantly getting better. And there's some moments, I don't know about this, but later on where I'm they had to have motion captured for these because they just look crazy real.
In these episodes or future episodes?
Just in future episodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, so I guess we can talk about...
Sorry, by the way, I accidentally skimmed ahead a little. Not watching actually, but just I think I looked at season 3. And I read one of the episode titles only, and it not a huge spoiler, not really at all a spoiler. Sort of what we were talking about with Zero. It was the chase for Zero was the episode title in season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, truly, I guess we're not getting back to that this season.
No. And also the lightsaber, I forget all the exact order of everything, but I know the Lightsaber Lost episodes take place before the season 1 finale, our first introduction to Cad Bane. I mean, doesn't really matter, but It technically does happen in that way.
Does it matter because that one guy who was like, "Hey Jedi, if I tell you where your lightsaber is, you'll owe me a favor and do me a favor one day,
That
right?"
little fish guy?
No. Well, maybe he was also a fish guy, not the fish guy who stole it.
Okay, okay. Yeah. What
It was one of the other like.
Oh, yes. Those guys like in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm So I guess maybe they don't come back. But I was like, sometimes Star Wars sets things up and it seems super intentional, and I'm like, oh, like I'm kind of expecting a return. Like,
Right, like you said, you'll owe me a favor. Yeah, maybe. I honestly I don't remember, but it's possible because there are all these like characters that I'm like, oh, this is a one-off thing, and then I look it up and I'm like, no, they're in like 5 more episodes that I don't remember at all.
yeah,
Uh,
man, I want to see like the codex of characters they have and like their. Well, I guess they're not making the series anymore, but in their office, because like how Marvel has their character encyclopedia. That
Yeah.
is like, this is everything about this character. I'm sure they have that
oh yeah,
for
yeah.
Clone Wars and utilizing all the characters, because like you don't want to make a new background character every time. You can like pull from some of these folks if it makes sense.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's what they did in like the one in the first Cad Bane one when he like kidnaps all the senators. It's like, okay, well, we got Anaconda Farr here, we got Senator Chuchi here, like characters that we've already met. Not only is it convenient for like reusing assets of character models, but also for the audience, it's like, oh, I know that person, so I care a little bit more.
Yeah,
Like,
add a little bit to their story too. So if
Yeah.
like you can like pick a Star Wars is a good series for like picking a little C character favorite. You can be like,
Yeah.
oh, I love watching this character when he pops up, because there's like kind of a tiny through line going on for him too.
absolutely. The show is like famous for that, I think, especially with a lot of the clones that people really attach onto that only have little bits here and there, but like they are in the background of like many episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and you could sort of create a through line. Like I think Jesse, if you remember Jesse in the Deserter episode, he's
Bald guy sort of talks like this.
yeah, he's got the Republic like insignia like tattooed over his
Okay.
face.
Yeah.
That's just like a fan favorite character. Everybody loves Jesse and Kix, the 501st guys that work under Rex.
Rex is cool. I like.
I love Rex.
I mean, to me, Rex and Cody obviously stand out the most. But
Totally.
and I like Commander Cody just because he's like his outfit is really awesome. To
Oh,
me.
I mean, and in Revenge of the Sith, Commander Cody looks incredible. Like the real, I mean, he is animated a lot there too, but the live action Phase 2 clone trooper armor with the orange and the visor and
It looks
everything,
so
just
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we were also going to talk about the Family Guy parody of Empire Strikes Back today. I watched it this morning and I was like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And in my memory, it was even funnier than the first one because I was thinking of 2 jokes from it that I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
But my goodness, it was a chore to watch.
Yeah, that is. I do remember you saying you thought that one. You remembered it being funnier. So that must have been like really a bummer.
It
watching
was.
that.
I was like, damn, this sucks. And now I'm like, wow, the first one is actually good. And this one is bad.
There's one more, right?
Yeah, they do Return of the Jedi too.
Do you know if that one's? I mean, I guess your recollection maybe.
I can remember a couple of jokes from it, but I don't know. I
Hmm.
mean, I'm sure I'm just like blocking out all like the 40 minutes of trash for like 90 seconds of fun stuff.
What was the hardest thing to watch in this Empire Strikes Back one?
So there were a lot of like groan worthy moments, but one that I really didn't like, well, I'll tell you 2. So, you know, in Empire Strikes Back, Vader has like landed on Hoth and like the Millennium Falcon flies away right as he's like getting up to it. So it's Stewie again. Obviously, they're all the same characters. And as soon as they fly away, Stewie goes like, "Oh, great! Now that hot girl is gone, now I can let out my Darth farts." And then he goes, it just like the Darth Vader breathing, but like the first half of the breathing is a fart, and then the second half is like it's like.
Nice. Probably goes on for a bit there too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then another one. There are a lot I can think of that were just bad, but I won't say too many of them. But this one was bad. You know, they're inside the worm on the asteroid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they do the full like escape through the teeth, and then the worm comes out, and it's Meg. The worm is Meg, and then she does the bite, and then she kind of stops and then looks at the camera and goes like, how come I never get any lines in these things? Then the Millennium Falcon flies back real quick and goes, shut up, Meg, and then flies away.
Nice.
I was like, God damn it, I can't believe, like, it makes me feel embarrassed that I say, like, I like Family Guy. I can't defend this one. It's bad.
Yeah.
Lando Calrissian is Mort, the Jewish guy, in blackface.
Oh my god. What?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I guess they're probably making a joke of it, but that's still crazy.
Uh-huh. They're like, oh, we already used Cleveland for R2-D2, so.
It's kind of bad on Family Guy. They're like, oh, we have no other black
Yeah.
characters.
They've got the bartender at the Clam. Yeah, not good.
Not a guy that even registers in my head.
I don't know his name, so.
Oh no, that's The Simpsons. It's not Mo.
But I will tell you two of the good jokes that I did quite like.
Yeah, let's round it off with some hee-haw.
Just I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, but just since I watched it, I'll give you the brief of it. Oh,
I asked also what I thought you thought was worse. So,
okay,
you know.
Well,
and they have to listen,
yes,
or they could.
Yeah,
I mean,
do you want to hear us talk about the Clone Wars episodes? Okay, then sit through this.
Yeah.
So first of all, I still get like stupid, little like pleasure triggers in my brain from just watching them like recreate shots from the movie and like kind of point out the weird, not like some of the silliness in the editing or whatever of like shot sequences. That's fun. And it's just like, oh yeah, I wish I was kind of watching the movie right now. It's good, like just reminding me of the good movie when they like really recreate stuff exactly.
Yeah.
So, but one funny thing, Yoda is H. John Benjamin's character, who's like, I don't even know, whatever, just some guy. It doesn't really matter, but it's his voice, you know. And they're there, and Luke is like, I'm looking for Yoda, and he's like, I'm not Yoda. Okay, I am Yoda. And he's like, I need him to train me in the ways of the Force. I'm not going to train you in the ways of the Force. Okay, I'll train you in the ways of the Force. I was like, all right.
Yeah, like the movie.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I like when they are actually like making fun of things in the movie rather than just like trying to do their own like random jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better than like, I think for all like the comedic takes of Star Wars stuff we've seen so far, it's better when they do that versus like mad-libbing just like other usually blue type joke stuff in there and like hoping it's lands.
Yeah. Then the other one I thought was really funny. These are very little things too, so it's not even like that good.
Yeah.
But the chicken is Boba Fett. You know.
Oh, the one that like
chicken.
Peter always fights.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Is he like decked in Boba Fett's armor?
Mm-hmm.
That's fun too, actually.
So when Peter gets put in the carbonite, he comes out and he's like mooning them. That's his frozen pose in the carbonite with his butt out. Anyway, so they're moving him into the ship, and like in the movie, Boba Fett goes like, "Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold," and then the guy moving it is like, "Yeah, obviously."
Nice.
I was like, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad.
Well, at least there were some redeeming moments in there.
So anyway, that can be enough about that, but I didn't want to make you watch it after I was like, you already didn't like the first one. This one is definitely worse.
Yeah. So. Jackson texted me like right before saying, hey, if you haven't watched it, you don't need to watch it. And I just like, I think I didn't want to watch it because I just took that off my mental list to watch regardless.
Yeah.
I was going to come up here having not watched it, so.
That's okay.
Not on purpose, by the way.
Well, your subconscious protected you from like doing it yesterday or something.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We can get into the episodes now. Unless, would you rather first talk about the episodes or first play a viral game, an epic viral clip game?
Ooh, the game is viral or the clip's going to go viral?
No, the clip's going to go viral. It's a game that Patrick helped me come up with.
Okay. Well, I know nothing about it, so I would just posit what is best. Is it? I guess it's probably Clone War related, somewhat or adjacent somehow.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
No,
So maybe we
no.
should do it then.
Okay.
Now.
All right. Let's do that.
I'm scared for it though.
So I will try and like make the sound quality of this better on the actual episode and do some editing so it's not just playing off of my phone speaker into the microphone.
Okay.
I'll try and match it up with this, but
So let's try not to talk while it's playing.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter. I could just have it up as another track. Yeah, sure. Actually, yes. That's
Just
a good
yeah.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm gonna play you some clips, some audio clips from Star Wars backwards, and see if you can tell me what the quote is.
Okay.
Some quotes backwards. Can you tell me what the quote is? I think this will be a fun viral game.
That's wildly different than anything I was expecting you to put out here, but okay.
It might be pretty hard.
And I have to say what the quote is?
Yeah, but hopefully they're quotes that just have little triggers about them that you will be like, oh, yes, I know what that is.
And when you say backwards, though, you mean quite literally reversed?
Yes, the audio is reversed.
Okay. All right.
And you have to tell me if you can think of what the quote is.
Okay, yeah.
Then maybe I'll edit in like playing it forwards afterwards.
Man, I'm sorry that I have like questions about it, but does reversing it affect the pitch of the audio too?
No, I don't think so.
So I might be able to tell who's saying it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think you'll probably be able to get at least 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Maybe
right.
not. If you don't, I'm not going to be disappointed or anything. But I don't think they're impossible.
All right.
All right.
Backwards Star Wars quotes. Let's go.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the first one.
All right. One more time. Dude. What? One more time. Okay.
Should have slowed it down too.
Yeah, woman character.
Nope.
Oh my god. Oh, I think I know what it is actually.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it Are You an Angel?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. You got it.
Gosh. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. These are maybe somewhat doable.
Yeah. I think they're like iconic enough. Things that I tried to pick things that like we have said to each other that aren't just like the most obvious Star Wars quotes, but ones that we've repeated enough that maybe you would get them. So,
wow.
All right, that's one. Let's see. This one's much.
Do they get harder?
Sort of. All right.
Let's go with one. Let's go with one.
Is it Newt Gunray speaking?
No, it's 2 characters, and if you can even just get... So, it's 2 characters, and the one from the very distinctive voice is the same
that one?
thing twice.
He's saying the same thing twice.
Yes, both of his lines are exactly the same, so
Okay.
really that's what I'm looking for.
It was either Newt or Wada was who I was guessing.
Yeah.
Let's go with one. Let's go with one.
Is it Wada?
Yes.
It's
yeah.
Watto and Qui-Gon, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
What exchange could... Man, Phantom Menace is tougher for me, too.
Yeah.
What
2
exchange,
from Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Here, so.
what exchange could those two have had? Oh, man, it's right before they pod race, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when he's... I, like, have the image of the scene in my head, but
They're in the junkyard outside.
I have no clue. I don't remember what they're talking about there.
It's okay. Well, maybe you can get it if I give you Qui-Gon's line. He goes, Republic credits will do fine. He's trying to mind trick him.
I don't know. No, I have no clue.
No, they won't!
Oh,
Just him going, no, they won't.
yeah.
All right.
You know what? I don't know if that's one that you and I ever really talk about, though. That quote.
That's
to be-
okay. I don't know. I think I say it, but that's okay.
All right.
All right, here's a good one. Ready?
Damn, that kind of started like it was about to be a hard rap beat to it afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
You have to get this with context clues.
that's tough. One more time.
It's coming in as some kind of transmission, not someone in the room.
Doesn't sound like Palpatine to me, but it could be a pitch difference there.
No,
Not
it's not Palpatine.
Not Palpy.
We'll say it's something we've definitely said and talked about.
God, it almost sounds like German when you listen to it like
yeah,
that.
Totally. It is a Jedi.
Wow, really? Okay. One more time then, please. I was in a completely different realm.
Okay. It's a Jedi, and it's from Revenge of the Sith.
It's a Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue.
All right, so they're in the Jedi Council chambers. They're talking about, what should we do? Talking about different things going on in the war.
I have no idea.
It's Ki-Adi-Mundi.
What is he saying?
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Oh no! Oh, gosh. Let me hear it one more time.
It's just impossible to decipher.
Yeah. Okay.
I just thought maybe you could get it if you heard if you could imagine him as a hologram saying something. But all right, two more. These are easy.
I hope so. Okay.
That one's just kind of a joke.
One more time though. That's not even English.
It's just a Java saying
Okay.
sounds.
Yeah.
That was just a joke. Okay, and then last one.
Is that just the no?
Yeah. Yeah, just
Okay.
Darth Vader.
All right.
I feel like you did pretty well.
What did you said I would get 3? I think I got 2 of those.
Yeah, but that's okay.
You thought I'd get the Wookiee one.
I thought maybe you would get that one, but that's okay.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, that's my viral game.
Crazy. Yeah. You guys, was that your guys' first thought for a game or like?
Second thought. The first thought was to give you a line that comes right before or right after a very iconic Star Wars quote and see if you could say the big famous quote that would come right after that.
Wow. Hey, the quote stuff is harder for me, and I need to rewatch these movies to the level you guys have.
Yeah, you need to watch them about 20 times. Just do it over and over again.
I bet you've probably seen at least one of those more than 20 times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Probably all of them around that amount, but a couple of them more.
What's the most you've ever seen a movie in theaters?
I think The Force Awakens, the first Disney Star Wars movie.
How many times?
Probably my God, I was about to say 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But it's true. I just don't want to say 6, 7.
Oh, yeah. That's banned from this classroom. Okay?
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I think that. What about you?
Nice. Mine is Infinity War.
Okay.
Because I also had Movie Pass that summer, so I would just go I probably saw it in theaters maybe close to 10 times.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Hey, it was an exciting movie.
I loved it, and I would always go to the bathroom at the part when Thor is harnessing the power of a star or whatever
with Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, with Dinklage's character. Yeah. That was my boring break of the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
I mean, after seeing it so many times.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's not terrible like the first time, but I don't need to see that again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch Mr. Stark. Mr. Stark.
Dude, I cried all 10 times.
I'm so attached to that Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been The Force Awakens for me. Yeah. Probably saw that 6 times in the first week and a half it was out.
Big Ray fan?
Hey, I really liked it when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I think I'm gonna like it.
I don't think it's bad still. I mean, I don't want to get into it's pretty complicated to like talk about, but you know, you kind of have to like look at all three movies together, but by itself, it is not bad.
I think, and you know, based on really just vibes, that I will, after watching them all, think those sequel movies are of lower quality, but not as terrible as maybe is said. I don't know though. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely really curious to
Yeah.
get your thoughts on it.
I'm,
But
I
I
have
mean-
optimism about them.
At the time, it was just so exciting that there was a new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it had been 10 years, and the trailer was so good. Like,
Oh, you said this is the one we need to watch like
Yeah.
beforehand? Okay. Yeah.
totally. I mean, I literally watched it again the other day and was getting chills, like, from the trailer, and just thinking about, like, how excited I was for
Wow.
it.
I love a good trailer, dude. I know I've told you before, but I've got my trailer playlist that I
Mhm.
listen to. So.
The Infinity War trailer is really good, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Loki also has a really good trailer.
For the show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah.
Um,
They're using like a theremin for all the music. It's so nice.
that's cool. It's got like the 50s sci-fi vibes that they're going for. That's fun.
Yeah. I like that show a lot. Good show.
I watched the first couple episodes of it, and I didn't like hate it or anything. I just kind of didn't like grip me enough to keep going with it. But
That first season is like super, super divisive. Like people usually either really like it or people will be like, this is terrible. But I really liked it.
I guess I'm just kind of not really one of those people that can be boxed into the popular categories. I
Nah,
kind
dude.
of have like a nuanced take on
Yeah.
everything.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's kind of like,
I guess that's what makes you worth listening to versus all those other plebeians out there.
yeah, but hey, I mean, you're a smart guy too. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew that. I didn't need the.
You're worth listening to.
Yeah, okay.
All right, shall we get into the episodes for today? Grievous Intrigue. We have got some Grievous Intrigue that we've already talked about a little bit. This is directed by Giancarlo Volpe, who we've seen already, and who also directed Lightsaber Lost this week,
Mm.
and written by Ben Edlund, which is a name I don't remember, but I know he does more than just this episode.
Okay.
So this is a very pretty much completely pointless episode.
It is kind of sad how sometimes some of them feel that way, despite like. I don't know, like the episode has a lot of action and stuff. in
Yeah,
it,
good
but
action.
It really does not really advance like plot stuff that much, and then almost like there's no character stuff that gets developed further in the episode.
Not
That's what's
really.
disappointing.
Exactly. I mean, that's like even the episode, like we've talked about it before, like there's a little bit of push and pull of like, oh, well, I can't do too much with Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Grievous in terms of stakes or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we know they're not going to capture Grievous. We know that nobody's going to die here. Like, and we've talked about before how you can create different stakes that are not just life and death by having character things matter or ideologies being tested or things
Mhm.
like that. But this one is very, the stakes are they going to capture Grievous or not? And we know that they're not. So it's
Yeah.
kind of not as fun. And going off of what you said, I love the Clone Wars show for delving into these background Jedi a little bit more. We see all these cool Jedi sitting on the Jedi Council. In the movies, almost none of them talk or do anything. So it's exciting when they do delve into Luminar or Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, all these people. We get 2 Jedi Council members here that we don't really see anything of before this. We got Eth Koth and Adi Gallia. And they're both kind of big nothings. They're not interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, man, I wonder if Jackson's going to ask me what I thought about these 2 Jedi here, but really not much to learn about them in this episode. They're kind of just like background dressing.
Yeah, I mean, nothing terrible. They're not annoying or bad or anything, but they just don't do much. I like their fights, you know. I mean, they're competent. I like seeing Eth Koth, like, with his clones and the initial thing of Grievous busting into the room and them fighting and then, like, This is more Grievous characterization though that's pretty nice, I think, because Grievous, you really get the sense of like, oh, he loves like thinking in his mind like I can go one on one with all these Jedi, but I'm gonna have the safety net around me of all the droids, like just in case.
He's
things
such a
go-
wimp in this.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, that's how he is in the movie.
Yeah,
like,
I mean they've fully characterized him that way now. So like that is Grievous. That's who he is.
I
That's,
know.
that's totally fine. But it's funny now because it's like, come on, dude, like you're such a little jerk.
I know. And it's like him and Eth Koth were kind of going at it, and then it kind of seemed like, oh, well, Eth Koth might actually be able to beat you in a fight. So then he just had his droids start electrocuting him and stuff. And
I
that's
do
kind of cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do like though that like Eth Koth was going to win there. Like it makes sense that I don't know. I feel like Grievous, if we're gonna characterize him like that, he shouldn't be also super combat proficient. Then like if we're gonna pivot away from that, then do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing though, is like he's supposed to be like an elite Jedi assassin, and he's killed a ton of Jedi and steals their lightsabers and stuff. So it's like, okay, well, I guess he just is good at killing non-master level Jedi.
Yeah, they need to. There's I don't know. I guess they could remedy it by being like, well, that's the message that like Grievous passes along. But when you see it in
Yes.
practice, like it is actually him just like overpowering with those like Magna Guard droids or whatever.
Totally, and then he could just like take the lightsaber and claim like I killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually interesting as well. Like he's very intimidating looking and like has a reputation and all
God,
that.
and he moves super creepily, like still. Like when
Oh,
he
the crawling
rolls
in this
back.
one?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he is a crazy character design. Like I really like his design a lot still.
It's great. I mean, and they really like in this episode do a lot of like close-ups on the fleshy eye and like stuff like that, which is nice.
I can also really appreciate, man, he's like such a hater in this episode to the Jedis. I love the like hate mail that he sends them.
Yeah, just a little message. Yeah.
Yeah, like I hate all the Jedis. I won't be happy until they're all dead, and I'm just gonna keep targeting Jedis. It's the only thing that makes me happy and all I care about. It's like basically what he says.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I think that is kind of his. I know. I was like looking in this one, like, okay, maybe we get a little like Grievous motivation. Like, what are his personal goals? Like, why does he care about the army? And he says here, like, I don't care about your
Yeah.
politics. I literally just care about killing Jedi, and also I get a little like power high off of like being in charge of all the droids.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes you like think, what is going on with Grievous, like on that ship all alone, just with those droids? Like they've almost like self-isolated him.
Yeah, yeah. No one likes to like talk to him.
Yeah.
or hang out with him. Like,
I was like thinking because later when they crash on that planet and then they have to call for reinforcements, I was like, man, is it just more droids coming to pick him up, or like do they even send people out to him, or is it just like
just droids.
oh, it's like, okay, just push a button and like Grievous is back in the field. Like they're like almost so detached from him. It's mean to him.
Yeah, but that's how Palpatine plays, man. I mean, he just tricks people into thinking like, oh, everyone else is one of his pawns. I'm actually in with him.
Yeah.
And then Dooku is kind of doing that to Grievous as well.
Yeah.
So Palpatine's doing it to Dooku, and Dooku does it to Grievous, and the cycle continues.
Man, that's messed up.
Saleucami is the planet they land on.
So look at my what?
Saleucami wiener. Oh yeah. Another thing about this one, that is an issue. They run into this a couple times, and we've mentioned it before, where they kind of have to jump through hoops so that Anakin does not meet Grievous.
Oh, yeah.
So in this one, they're like, Anakin and Adi Gallia are helping Eth Koth back to the ship, and Anakin is like, I'll take him back to the ship, you go after Grievous. Way out of character thing for him to do. Every single time he would say, you do the rescue, I'm gonna go fight. Like 10 out of 10 times, that
Yeah.
is what he would do.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't even think about like why they were not making that connection, but I thought Anakin was acting so weird this whole episode. But I was like, they're just not using him, I guess. That's why. Okay.
It's just so he can't come face to face with Grievous. Like,
yeah. he's weird even later on when Obi-Wan asks them to get picked up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you handle the stuff in space. I'll go down and do Grievous.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, awesome, sounds good. I agree
Okay.
with you.
That like really clears it up. I was like, why is Anakin like so different? He's like, yeah, he was a different person this episode.
Yeah.
So
It was a little annoying,
Yeah.
but that's why.
man, I guess that's probably also why we had less Grievous utilization here for a little bit too. You know,
Mhm.
they're a little more limited when they're using him.
Yeah, if they want Anakin in the episodes, it's weird to put Grievous there too. And we see why. So they might probably largely avoid having them in the same episodes again.
That's fine by me, honestly.
Yeah. If you don't want them to meet until Revenge of the Sith, keep them on other sides of the galaxy.
Yeah, really. And you know, Grievous has the other characters over Grievous in this show that are original characters, I think have surpassed him in interest to me at this point.
Yeah.
At least that I want to see here. So I don't
Yeah.
need more Grievous episodes.
I know. I mean, Lair of Grievous is kind of the perfect Grievous episode where we've got some other Jedi that we actually, I mean, we know Kit Fisto's not going to die there, but it's like, oh, he can actually be a threat here. It's like a one-off isolated episode about like Grievous's scary lair and him killing a bunch of clones and stuff. Like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what he should be utilized as like a little like horror slasher villain for some Jedi that we actually can believe are in danger. And
Yeah.
and I don't remember any more. I remember more Grievous episodes. I don't remember any more that I'm like, that is the episode.
Are there more horror like kind of centralized episodes moving forward? Or we past them now?
Trying to remember. I mean, when I'm thinking of it at large, like Brain Invaders is definitely the main one that I
Yeah.
think of.
It was very cool, so I'd be
Yeah.
excited to see more.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there are a few like scary-ish things that happen later. But
Even like episodes that kind of like tonally shift drastically is cool to me too.
absolutely that happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This gets fucking serious.
Okay.
in sometimes. But we'll have to sift through it a little bit.
We'll have to be patient to get there.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
As we were taught in Lightsaber Lost.
Yeah.
You got anything else about Grievous intrigue?
In his hate mail again, I also just want to say the other part of it that I really enjoyed, and he was going off on the Jedi there. I liked when he was like, I think he goes like, I'm gonna kill this Jedi, and then he's like, oh no, wait, I'm not gonna kill him.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna torture him because I know that hurts you all more.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, dude. I love characters that, and it works so good for characters like on the Separatist and Sith side who are so immersed in their hate that it just becomes like such a blinding force that it's the only thing driving them forward. I love it.
Yeah. And it works really well for Grievous because, I mean, this is the genius of Star Wars in general, and not just the Clone Wars, but how all the Sith characters are sort of, or Separatist characters. Grievous isn't like a Sith, but whatever. They all kind of represent like pieces of Darth Vader, like different aspects of Darth Vader. And like the Grievous part is like the so hateful because he's trapped in this like robotic body that he's fully dependent on from his masters and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so he has nothing left because there's nothing else for him to do. He can't quit. He's
Yeah, what would Grievous do after the war?
Yeah.
Like if he survived, what is that dude gonna spend the rest of his days doing?
he is like a heart and a brain connected by robotics.
Yeah.
And those were provided to him by Dooku. So it's sort of like a little thing of like how Anakin is dependent on Palpatine because like to physically be alive because of the robotic parts and stuff. So-
Although theoretically, and I don't know Grievous's prowess with technical stuff. Anakin is pretty tech savvy. He should be able to commandeer his own suit at some point. And
Well, he does like modify his own suit and start making it more like comfortable and easier to move in and stuff.
okay, that's
afterwards.
like something that's explored.
In books, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that's a good point? Like, what would Grievous do after the war? He literally has said he doesn't care about the politics. Like, they're not gonna give him like a governorship over something afterwards. Like,
Yeah. Senator Grievous.
I don't think anyone has that in mind. Like, I guess they could use him as like an assassin still, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. In my head, I was like, yeah, what does like the retirement look like? But you're probably more right that they would just keep him in service and just send him out like they're a dog when they need him to do something.
Yeah.
Which I guess there probably would still be a lot of stuff to do and planets to quell.
You would just probably have him eventually be like, I'm sick of this, and try and kill Dooku, and then he would just get killed.
Try to kill Dooku to what end though? Like that is
Yeah.
the
Revenge. I don't know.
like he's an empty guy. That's
Yeah,
sad.
He's all parts.
Yeah, bummer. Poor little Grievous.
So yeah, anything else about that one, or should we move on to the deserter?
Let's move on to the deserter. The
Um,
Grievous stuff was the most interesting part of this episode too, the deserter episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess quick shout out to the fight between Obi-Wan and Grievous in this episode. They had a nice lightsaber fight in a cramped room that was cool.
Dude, Obi-Wan was moving so fast and slick there. I was like,
Mhm.
man, it made me realize we haven't seen him fight that much in this series
No.
like that at least.
Mm-mm. And it was a well choreographed fight, and actually kind of utilizes Grievous's forearms in a fun way.
Mhm.
Where a lot of times they don't really know what to do with him
With
having
his forearms.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he was kind of like flexing his forearms.
Yeah, Obi-Wan was like, oh my.
Oh, hello there.
Don't tell Ventress about this.
My sweet.
Oh man, what a really non sequitur. So for everyone's knowledge, I first saw a Star Wars Unlimited card with Ventress having blonde hair. I wonder what Obi-Wan would think about her with the blonde. He's into
Yeah.
that, or he likes the bald baddie.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. we are gonna, without spoiling too much, we're gonna learn about Obi-Wan's types real soon.
What? Okay. And you told me Gungi was coming soon.
yeah. Kid Wookiees. is
Okay,
what-
you're right. So forget that he's a kid.
You just want to ignore the fact that he's a kid?
No, I.
Okay, The Deserter, directed by Robert Dalva and written by Carl Ellsworth. So
Is that? Do we? I don't know. I don't know if you meant to put a lot of emphasis on that guy's name. Was that?
no, I
supposed
was
to-
just making sure I was pronouncing
Okay.
it right.
I was like, am I supposed to know who that is?
Dude, Carl Ellsworth,
Yeah, Ellsworth. Yeah.
writer of The Deserter.
Yeah.
This episode I think is a big missed potential one,
Wow.
personally.
Didn't feel like they spent enough time actually discussing the core issue there with the clones?
Yes. Because it's an awesome, interesting concept to have Rex be face to face with a deserter and have his ideals challenged and talk about two different philosophies from clones. They just don't get into it enough, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess to me it was kind of like this is a setting the table episode for future exploration of the topic, but maybe that's not the case and we're not
Yeah.
really.
It definitely does get explored more.
Because
so.
I thought the big thing of this one was maybe like, well, even then though, I don't know how much. Rex certainly did have a perspective switch a little bit,
Yeah.
but he's also the clones seem like very rigid in their belief system and they're so like tied to them
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
any deviation from it is like, I mean, he was calling out this clone deserter, like he was calling him a coward and stuff for all
Mhm.
this, and it's like pretty when you hear the argument back, like Rex sounds insane.
Yeah, totally. I mean, and he's like, is that what you think? Or is that what you were programmed to think? And Rex doesn't even acknowledge any kind of like programming. He just goes like, you took an oath. It's our duty.
Yeah,
Like, they're so programmed, they're not even aware that it's like not their choice.
yeah. I guess I do wish like there is something like left to be said because they certainly weren't like, hey, but isn't it like genuinely messed up that we were like bred and created for the specific purpose? Like they made us like disregarded our autonomy and like you're all drinking the Kool-Aid. Like you're saying you're like spitting out the rhetoric that I guess we don't hear the Jedi say so much. But
The Republic propaganda rhetoric, though. I mean,
yeah. And it's also like it's so programmed into the clones' brains, though. I feel like so the Jedi, and I know it's like the Jedi didn't really set this thing up, but it allows the Jedi to take a step back and just sort of be like, okay, you guys like handle it yourselves, like
yeah, they're
within rank.
so like willing to accept that these clones are there and expendable for their goals, and I don't know, it's a weird balance of like they get along with them, but they also are like fine with the situation.
You would think though that a good benevolent Jedi would encourage that kind of freedom, like independent
Yeah.
thought within these clones.
Totally.
So it is a pretty morally gray area that, like we said, they're just kind of accepting it and kind of turning an eye to something that's a big question mark.
Absolutely. But I do think this brings up some interesting questions. This deserter's name is Cut LaQuain, like a Cajun name, I guess.
I'm Cut LaQuain.
You know.
He named himself.
Yeah. I guess he's like, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Call
me Cut.
But he, you know, he talks just like all the other clones.
Yeah.
He has Twi'lek children too. That's I don't mean to be gross about it, and I'm not even meaning this as like some kind of silly internet speak joke, but his girlfriend or wife is a Twi'lek and his 2 kids are Twi'leks. And I'm like, are those his biological children, or were they already there and he like joined the family?
That's a good question. I assume they were his biological children, and just the Twi'lek genes are
The
dominant.
dominant genes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that could totally be true. Yeah, what is like the interspecies breeding rules of Star Wars?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, actually, have we seen characters that are like 2 different alien races that are not like human conforming together?
that have like, I mean, we've definitely seen like, you know,
Them kissing though, we've seen that.
Well, you know, it's tough to talk about because most of the sexual situations in Star Wars are Twi'lek slaves. The ones that come to mind are Sebulba's masseuses, which I'm assuming he probably has sex with.
Yeah.
And like Jabba's Twi'lek dancers and stuff. So
I was gonna say Jabba's got to be infertile though, just looking at him, but I guess he's not.
he's
I guess
got Rhoda.
Yeah, we know he's not.
Who's Rhoda's mom? I don't know. Is it Gardula?
Who's Gardula?
Gardula is the female Hutt that we see for a brief moment in Phantom Menace, and then was the owner of Anakin and his mom before Watto.
Okay, man. Yeah, that's a great. Do you know the answer to that question?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I mean, I'm sure it's something you could just look up and find out, but I don't know.
Dude, Jabba's got women got wazoo.
I'm sure he has like 1,000 illegitimate children and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
But
That is like a interesting thought though that doesn't come up too much, and I don't think we've talked about interspecies mingling yet.
I mean, we've talked about it a lot
Yeah.
off mic.
Well,
but,
yes.
Yeah.
Personal theories, just
Yeah.
stories we send each other.
The morality of it.
Yeah, yeah, we're both super against it for
Yeah.
the record.
Humans.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in real life, I would say
Well, yeah.
humans should only be with other humans.
Huh? Weird.
But that is the thing. I mean, I genuinely can't think of other examples where we've seen people who have kids that are in like an interspecies relationship. I mean, mostly we just see human and human like children
Yeah.
being made, and then when we go to other planets and see other children, it's generally all kept within the species.
Is there no character you know of that is like a half breed of something else?
Man, I mean, I'm sure that there is, but I can't think of it.
Like a half Wookiee? Is that a thing?
I don't know. But
It's like
clearly,
a really
like,
hairy man.
Chewbacca, in the subtext of comics that we've read, as well as like in the movies, is like a player and is attracted to like women of other species. So I
I don't know.
remember in those early comics, like him and Han go in the bar and like So and then like Chewbacca goes away with some girl that's not a Wookiee, and then later he comes back and she's all yelling at him like, "Oh, you don't care about me. You just wanted me for the evening or whatever."
Yeah, holy shit. Huh. Is that when they have like the blue milk and the pie? They're in that bar, or is it?
No, that was a different one. I think
Are you
this
thinking
is
the Marvel comics?
this
or-
is from way early
Oh,
Marvel
okay.
stuff with like the Den Mother of the Black Hole Gang.
Yeah.
Um.
Amazia. We speak
Yes.
her name.
Sorry, I couldn't think of Amazia, but yeah.
I got to pull that out to a Star Wars fan the other day, by the way. It was really great. I got to be like, you're actually not as big a Star Wars fan as me because you don't know who Amazia, Den Mother of the infamous Black Hole Gang is.
Who did you pull that out to?
Someone I was going on a date with.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, sorry, I wasn't trying
No,
to spill your beans on
that's
the pod,
okay.
but I was just curious what context that came up in.
Just talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, nice.
And then a Millennium Falcon tattoo.
Oh, that's cool.
Other fun Star Wars related date thing, by the way. A date that did not happen because I got stood up for it, or I guess like pre-ghosted.
Hmm.
Because I didn't actually go there and no one showed up. I just did not get a text back on that day.
Yeah, so it's like okay, well.
Yeah. But she worked for Lucasfilms.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't say anything about it till that point because I was
Yeah.
like, just gonna,
Definitely gonna ask about it if I see you in real life, though.
Yeah. But then nope. Could have had it in there though.
Oh, come on, man. That would. You should keep messaging her because we
Just
need
follow up.
guests
Yeah.
guests for the podcast.
True. Yeah.
She probably knows Pablo Hidalgo, the lore master.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see what I do. I'll hit her up and
Thank you.
maybe I'll just give her a call right now.
Right now, live on air. All right, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Also, by the way, if you could get a Star Wars no tattoos. Do you not want a tattoo, or just like
no, I don't think I want a tattoo.
if you could get one? Is there anything Star Wars that you've thought like, yeah, I'd do that?
Ooh, I could think of a lot of cool stuff. But what would I actually want as a tattoo?
That you would think would look good on human skin, also, because
Right.
there's cool imagery of Star Wars that just would not translate. I think.
Totally. I mean, you could do like the under construction Death Star on like your pec or like on your back shoulder or something. That
pretty cool.
That wouldn't be bad. One of the guys that I'm playing Star Wars Unlimited with regularly got a pinup of like sexy Padme on his arm.
Is she like doing a gun pose or
Yeah,
something?
it's like a very cartoonish like 50s cartoon Padme.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. But he's got a lot of tattoos, so it doesn't like stick out as just super weird or anything.
Yeah. I wanted an Emma Frost tattoo like a few years ago, but I was like, well, one, that'll probably be the only tattoo I get because I'm terrified of needles.
Same.
And then two, it's just gonna be like Emma. She's already kind of like a lusty looking character.
Mhm.
So I was like, I don't want just like a blonde pinup woman
Yeah.
on my arm.
That's the only thing you have. Yeah.
And also like she's dressed in all white, which is apparently like one of the most painful inks to get
Oh, really?
done. Yeah. So I was
Really?
like, all right, I will not be getting tattoos.
Damn, I didn't know different colors were different pain levels.
Yeah, I don't know the science behind it, but I just remember reading that about white ink, and I was like, oh fuck, my whole tattoo is gonna be white ink. Basically.
Yeah. Damn, that's interesting. No, I think I'm too scared of needles as well.
Prolonged needling too, like rough.
And like intricate tattoos, people are like, yeah, I sat there for 8 straight hours getting that. I'm like, I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
It's like actually torture.
You could small talk with your tattoo artist for 8 hours.
I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. Yeah, so interspecies mingling aside, Cut LaQuain is an interesting character because
Can you imagine an Ewok with a Wookiee? Okay, sorry.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the easier ones to imagine, I think. And I'm really enjoying imagining it. Not the child, but
Yeah, the actual act. But
Yeah.
the child's kind of fun to imagine too.
Sure,
Like
sure.
a full grown half Ewok.
what would their
half-
voice sound like?
Noopa, noopa.
Asked and answered.
Yeah.
So we talk about like the programming of clones' brains and stuff. it's clear that there are things that can detach them from their programming. Like things can happen to dislodge them from their programming
Mhm.
because it's like he explains like this traumatic story where all his people died, his fellow squad mates died, and he pretended to be dead while the droids like picked through the bodies and stuff.
Also, terribly dark imagery, and it's always crazy to think about like the Roger droids kind of being the ones to inflict that like misery upon people.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean they're almost go full circle into like being scary again because of how silly they are.
Mm-hmm.
And like when they're actually just like totally emotionlessly murdering people and stuff, like, oh yeah, okay, that's pretty scary
Yeah.
actually.
I mean, just like hearing from it from the third party perspective is like, yeah, but then they were like just double tapping the dead body or the like
Mhm.
wounded soldiers there, like
Yep,
among the
just
carnage of the wreck.
executing people.
Like,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
Uh-huh.
So clones don't get taken prisoner.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
I guess the separatists don't really do prisoners that often anyway.
Yeah, I guess Jedis we've seen be prisoners a few times for and senators for means to an end, but
It's usually very quick.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I don't think like they have a I don't know, is there a cool prison episode?
there is.
Oh really?
There actually is. Yeah.
Is it like of Republic captured individuals?
It's a whole arc where a Jedi Master is captured in a crazy high security prison and they got to break him out,
Okay.
and it rocks.
Very cool.
The Citadel is what it's called.
That's a location, isn't it, for the Star Wars Unlimited?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Very good. So yeah, I guess we're just seeing that there's something about they do technically have latent within them, or at least some of them. We know it's not impossible for them to break out of their programming. You know,
Even
some
the
of them.
earlier one that we saw break
Yeah, yeah,
away.
yeah.
He didn't have anything traumatic happen. It was sort of just developed, right?
It was, you know, the separatists kind of whispering in his ears and convincing him of things.
That's right, because he was in communication.
Yeah, with Ventress, I guess. I don't know.
How did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. A little drunken
Ew.
night at the bar.
Yeah.
They get leave time, probably. Go mingle with the locals. Ventress undercover, going in and
Yeah.
tempting one.
What are their benefits like?
I know. I mean, they must get money because they do have off time where they can go drink and.
But also, what is their expectation for when the wars won? Like,
know.
do they ever ask themselves that?
Well, they do sometimes, and it's usually like very sad and scary because they're all only going to live to be like 40 years old.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I guess my point is like there is like things can happen to the clones that make them break from their programming. So we know it's not just like fully robotic. Like they do have like latent free will. It's just kind of up to the individual willpower and like how willing are they to fight through the programming to make their own decisions, I guess, is what we're learning through these episodes.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
That is, yeah. I feel like I'm like trying to visualize it, what it is like in their head, in my head, and I feel like it's kind of like they're pulling like a rubber band, and that is the ideology, and like you can pull it far back enough that it snaps and you're free from it, but like it's once as you pull further and further, it becomes a little harder and a little harder, and it becomes a little easier just to want to go back to it.
Yeah, totally.
So
they start thinking about all that stuff of like, well, what would I do outside of this? What is my life going to be like after the war? Oh, that's very scary and existential. Okay, I'll just keep doing what I actually know about on the day to day.
I think we kind of saw that with Rex in this episode.
Yeah.
And what's interesting to me is I think there's two ways to kind of read his line there at the end when he's like, no, I've got my family I've got to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Or he just says like, I've got my family. He doesn't say I've got to go back to, or however he says it. But to me, I was like, oh, like he probably means his fellow clones and his troop, but that could also kind of like maybe mean that he can see this for himself one day too. Like his own family, his own breakaway from it.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I mean, it put the idea in his mind that was like a possible life choice.
Yeah.
Like, which I don't think he ever considered at all before.
And you know what's nuts though about like Rex like made me sad in the way that he responds to this in the end, even like when he believes he's showing kindness by saying like, "Oh, okay, don't worry, like I guess I'll just have to forget about this whole thing." It's
Mhm.
like, okay, like I get you're trying to be nice and be like, "I'm not going to report you," but like you have no right to report this man just living his life also. Like,
Yeah.
you'd be a monster to do so.
Totally. And you're going to forget about it yourself, like the moral gray areas of it and what it means for you. You're also going to delete that from your
Yeah.
brain, like, which is sad.
Yeah.
But and he even says like, you might be a deserter, but you're no coward. It's
Yeah.
like even after they go through all that, he still has to be like, but you are a deserter though, and I do disagree with your politics. But
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, it is. It's like wrong what you're doing, but I'm gonna like turn a blind eye because you have a family and like it's like there's a part of it that's right. It's like it's all right.
yeah, yeah. It's like I like you, but I do still disagree with you.
Yeah.
I think you're doing a bad thing.
Yeah, it did kind of seem like the our clone cut was saying like, well, it's okay. We both have our own independent ideas about this.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like I guess it is, but also like his idea is that yours is just like the way you live your life is just inherently wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just living your life autonomously.
I try and like dig at every piece of dialogue for like characterization and actions as well for what they're trying to characterize these people as, because it can be tough with the clones especially and with all the Jedi Masters, because they all have like similar ideologies, but it's like, okay, what's special about them? And they do try to establish that sometimes. And they say something in this episode like, oh, always thinking on his feet. And then Obi-Wan's like, smart man, that Rex,
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I mean, that's not much, but it's something. I don't know.
Now, why did they say that again? Because in my head, that was just like him being like, "Okay, we're gonna go do it," whatever it was, and they
Yeah,
hop on
I
the
know.
bikes and like go on.
Weird lines. Like, it didn't really make sense why that was where they said it.
Which, to your point, though, probably means they put it in there for some connection to the rest of his story throughout the episode.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I don't, maybe this is wrong, but maybe it's supposed to be something about how he is a little bit more malleable to like improvise than the other clones are. Through his teachings of Anakin, he's more of like an impulsive, like think on your feet guy rather than like stick to the plan, be prepared. But
Man, yeah, that is actually such a like fascinating thing too that I guess we're watching in real time. Anakin's clones watching him and being influenced by how he acts,
mm-hmm.
which is also like kind of pulling away from like the main Jedi mentality. So
Yeah. I mean, I think the clones are just kind of like a microcosm of like the Jedi Order brainwashing in general or whatever, and it's all kind of like expands out on like you've got like the robots. The robots are straight up literally programmed, cannot change their brain. Clones also literally programmed but are still humans and have some autonomy and willpower. Then like the Jedi, well, they're not genetically programmed, but they are very ideologically influenced and culturally programmed,
Mhm.
and so on and so on. The government,
Yeah.
the galaxy, like it's beautiful.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
What I mean, the rest of this episode is not really that interesting. I mean, except you said the Grievous stuff was more interesting. Were you joking?
I was kidding. Yeah. Just the Grievous stuff is really lame in the episode.
Mhm.
I think, and half of it is just the joke of the droids being like, "We need our batteries charged."
Yeah.
And Grievous being like, "No, why?"
That
So-
happens a lot of times
Yeah.
in this one.
That's like the cutaway, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then I guess there is a fight with Obi-Wan and stuff there.
It's
at the end,
okay. Yeah, it's not bad. And Grievous like grappling hooks onto the ship.
but yeah, I don't know. It's all very secondary to me to the more interesting clone stuff.
Totally. Well, we can go on to Lightsaber Lost if you'd like.
Really quick, just because it's a funny moment to me,
No,
and I'm just
totally.
remembering it.
We don't have
When that Cut's wife comes in
Mm-hmm.
and she offers them some food, and she brings the bowl of fruit, and she's like, will this be enough? It's like 4 pieces of fruit, and he's like, yeah. He just takes it. It's like, what about the rest of the clones? Like, or like, what are you gonna divide that among the troops?
They don't need food. They're working right now.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's injured. Okay. Oh, that was cool though when he did get injured. Just in the directing, the commando droids setting up on the ridge and like sniping them on the speeders. That was cool.
That is a cool moment, and I guess the other cool moment is things are unraveling. I mean, you can piece together pretty quickly what's going on, but the young Twi'lek girl being like, "You look just like my daddy,"
Yeah,
is like kind of
yeah.
a fun moment to set up what's about to happen.
Yeah, for sure. And it makes sense like why the kids would not be scared of them and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I do kind of like the zombie house invasion that happens at the end of like the broken down commando droids raiding the house, and they kind of do straight up like zombie movie stuff of them like punching through the like wooden barricades on the windows and
Mhm.
things like that. That was fun.
That was cool. I like how their eyes glow there too. Makes
Yeah.
it very cool.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, Rex is injured, and this cut guy is not like the most combat seasoned, so there's a little bit of.
Hey, he knows how to fight though.
I totally thought he might die in this episode though, because it's a character that you could easily see them like killing, and that's how Rex like learns the lesson or whatever.
That would have
But
been really depressing.
I know, I
But
know.
you know, they've done sad stuff in the show before, so
How many times have they brought violence to peaceful homesteads or
pretty much all they
population?
do at this
Yeah.
point, but that's not all their fault, but you know, just
People just living their lives and then they get caught up in life-threatening situations.
I was thinking it's pretty funny, like a lot of the space battles don't end with the ship exploding and people dying in space. It ends with them escaping to like a nearby planet and then
Yeah.
moving to a ground episode.
Yeah, totally. That happens pretty often.
Yeah.
But we also did see like big ships getting totally wiped out in a couple episodes. But
We never really see any like speaking characters die though via ship explosions or damage like that.
no, not really yet. Just some clones like hanging off the side and then
Yes.
letting go.
We did see yeah.
That was in like the landing point rain stuff. But you're right.
I just think it's interesting because we had moments again where we're exposed to the brutal nature of space in these episodes, which they don't treat it like how space should be, but that's okay. That's like to me it's fine. It can be like an ocean basically.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, and in Star Wars, it is like the Navy is out in space, and the
Yeah.
planets are countries, and space is the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my point was in bringing that up. Whatever.
Well, sorry if I'm interrupting you.
No.
Yeah, but I don't know. Looks nice, not boring. Just like missed potential, in my opinion, of how deep they could have gotten into the whole clone conversation. But I like that they are touching that area at least.
Yeah. He should team up with the Separatist clone.
Yeah,
They're kind of on this in the same Venn diagram there.
for sure. And we'll definitely see more cool clone stuff as this goes on with like interesting clone morality.
I want to jump way forward and just see like the aftermath of Anakin's clone gang. I want to see where those guys are during, just after those movies.
Well, we know that they are who raid the frickin' Jedi Temple in Revenge of the Sith. It's the same damn clones. But they do get to that.
Okay,
Um,
I just like want to see things from their perspective post Order 66.
yeah, me too. It's awesome. I mean, every now and then I'm like, oh, can we please like focus on this instead of the little thing, and they just give little moments to stuff like that. But take what we can get.
It'll make it all that much sweeter when we get to the other stuff.
Totally. All right, so Lightsaber Lost. This is directed by Giancarlo Volpe and and written by Drew Greenberg. Yeah, and here Ahsoka gets her lightsaber stolen by a pickpocket, and then she goes along with Jedi Master Tara Sinube to go get it back. That's really all that happens. But
Yeah, because she's really afraid to let Anakin know.
Mm-hmm. Anakin's not gonna like hit you.
I know. I feel like we have many a time talked about how forgiving he is of her, especially
Yeah,
too.
totally.
So he might like scold her real quickly, but then he's also a very action oriented person who would immediately be like, "I'll help you go get it back."
Yeah.
And we would have been in the same place, and she wouldn't be doing it with the geezer Jedi that she ended up doing it with.
Totally. I mean, 100%. So it's a bit of a silly episode. And what's silly about it is, at the beginning, she's like, well, Anakin has always said your lightsaber is your life. If you lose it, like, that's really bad. And then she goes on this whole adventure where she's supposed to learn lessons. Then at the end, they go into Yoda's classroom and it's like, hey, Ahsoka, teach a lesson now that you've had this adventure. And she literally just goes like, your lightsaber is your life. Don't lose it. It's really
Yeah.
bad.
Oh my god, I thought that was ridiculously stupid, especially considering the message that like was beat into her head the entire time was about patience,
Yeah.
not
yeah.
like your lightsaber being. So I thought she was gonna tell the story and be like, if I was more patient in this moment, like I could have used the Force to like find that guy's anxiety and sense him easier.
Mhm.
If I was more patient in this moment, but it was not that. It was like what you said, just talking about the lightsaber. I was like, what?
This was exactly what you spouted at the very beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
So you learned nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just hinted at a very cool part of the episode. Was that the cool thing you were going to talk about that the master does? Terra Sanube. That name will not stick for me, but
That is cool that he's able to like emotionally pinpoint where someone is
can
based off the
find
Force.
their anxiety. Yeah.
But what I was talking about that was cool, just because we haven't really seen a lot of variations on, lightsabers yet, and I'm sure you guys know a bunch of crazy lightsabers out there. Okay, sorry that I don't know many crazy ones. But the Kane lightsaber that he has is pretty cool.
That is
Nice
great.
little reveal there too for this
Totally.
old man.
Oh yeah, no, that was awesome. Yeah, I mean, and he's a fun enough character. I liked his vibe and everything, and I mean, it is sort of like this archetype that we've seen in a lot of other media, and Star Wars is very like Japanese influenced and like samurai stuff with like masters and students and things, and he's very much fitting into that.
He's old and wise.
Yeah, yeah. I mean.
And he slows down while the young Padawans so go get her ready to go.
Mhm. Oh, these kids these days. And apparently this episode was based off of a Akira Kurosawa movie called Stray Dog. It's about a new police officer who loses his pistol in the line of duty early on, and then he doesn't want to tell his superior officer about it, and they have to go on an adventure to like get his gun back.
I do kind of like the. I mean, we talked about the silliness of it, but like stripping it all away, I do like that plot a lot because I feel like it's super relatable. I feel like there's been many an instance in my life where I mess up something and I don't want someone to know that I messed it up, so I go on a huge journey to like fix my mistake.
Yeah.
And it'll like those things you can often do that if you put enough work into something, and then you fix it and like the person just never knows that you went through all this trouble or something.
Mm-hmm. And you almost want to tell them at that
Yeah.
point. I mean, and it's especially like for a kid's show, a very relatable thing, I think, when you like don't want to get in trouble with your parents and stuff.
That's the message I would take away from this if I was a kid. Like, ooh, Ahsoka didn't tell the truth and she got away with it.
Yeah, exactly. Anakin never found out.
Yeah.
I thought at the end it was going to be a thing where she's like, nice, and Anakin never had to know, and then like he knew the whole time, and he's like, yeah, I set you up with this master to do this thing to teach you a lesson, but
Would've been cool.
that didn't happen.
Yeah.
There's like these bounty hunter lesbians in this episode too.
Okay, I didn't know they were lesbians, so what I'm about to say about them does not equate to that at all, but I hate those characters.
They're bad. Yeah, I agree.
They're like hard to look at in design. Yeah, that's really unsettling. Not even in a cool way. I think it's like genuinely like I don't want to look at that.
The vertical eye blinking for those listening. That's what I was.
They sound annoying to me, and also they're bad people, but like bad people in the sense where I'm just like I just don't like you guys. Like
No, they're just like criminals that love doing crime.
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting about. The only slightly interesting thing is the main one who has Ahsoka's lightsaber for the bulk of it is like, I'm just as strong as you. I have your lightsaber, so that means I'm as strong as a Jedi. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting if that's kind of what representative of like what the general population thinks about Jedi or something like that.
It can't be though, because that's so like. But I do think it is interesting because it like kind of tells you like, oh, she has some insecurity about that with the Jedi or power, or there's some hole she was trying to fill with that. Just retail therapy of a lightsaber.
Yeah, for real. And I get it. It's cool. Lightsaber, I want one.
I'd buy one. Yeah,
Totally.
not for 20,000 credits or whatever they said though.
No. Oh. And Ahsoka is so. Are you kidding me? That's my lightsaber. I'm not going to pay that.
Yeah, man. The funny other moment in this with Ahsoka, that what is the dude's name? Tara something.
Sanube.
Tara Sinube, yeah. Is when they actually catch up to the fish dude who sold off her lightsaber or passed it off. She's like going to beat him up to get the information from him, and Tara's like, no, don't, like, Ahsoka, no. And then
fucking force slams him into the wall.
I was like, I don't know. I think I'd rather maybe be hit in the face than like my whole body slammed into the wall. But he's fine with that. He was like punching off limits. But if we inflict pain with the Force,
that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
Hey, at least you're kind of showing off your powers.
Yeah.
I know.
It was impressive. An impressive Force pull.
This is not the first time Ahsoka has been like ready to torture. Like this is, I don't know where they all fall canonically. So perhaps this is before the Cad Bane.
It is. Because you said that, right?
No, that was first Cad Bane thing that we saw, which is after canonically the second Cad Bane thing that we saw, which is his first meeting all the Jedi and everything. So I don't know where this one is in between those. But
well, it is just because if you remember, that scene where they interrogate Cad Bane. What I pointed out was Ahsoka's there, and I didn't know why she was there, the purpose for her being there.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe they're trying to set up something with like how the Jedi interrogate in that process, because we also get that a lot with Anakin, and for him obviously it makes more sense plot wise, like, and like for his character, why we're seeing all that stuff. We like blatantly know, right?
Yeah.
But for Ahsoka, I don't know. It's like trying to piece it together, and then little moments like this, I'm like, oh man, it's like, I don't know. Just there's something there. I've almost got my hands around it, Jackson, but I just can't.
Well, there is something there, and it doesn't just go nowhere.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I think right now, and I want to be careful with how I talk about it so I don't spoil anything, because it is, as far as like spoilers from this show go, probably Ahsoka's arc is like the thing that you wouldn't want spoiled for you.
Yeah. I really don't, also because I have no idea where it's going, and I'm very excited to see it.
I think...
I mean, I have some idea, but...
Right now, it's pretty interesting. She's influenced by Anakin a lot, but she's also, in her brain, very still devoted to like the Jedi Order.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also witnessing a lot of the hypocrisy of the Jedi Order and getting conflicting messaging from different masters, and then seeing Barriss Offee and how she is treated as a Padawan and her relationship with Luminara, and then maybe thinking like, oh wow, is my relationship with Anakin like this very like improper version of what like the Jedi Padawan relationship is supposed to be? Like, I kind of think that's where she's at right now, where she's still very like in her heart is like, I believe in the Jedi, and not realizing that these hypocrisy things are kind of like affecting her a little bit. But
yeah, I would like another episode that's sort of an Anakin Ahsoka powwow, so they can sort of break down some of that stuff. I would just like to see them interact again after a lot of the stuff that has happened, so I can pinpoint where they are on their character maps.
Oh, they talk. They'll keep on talking.
Okay.
Yeah. So the guy that like initially stole the lightsaber and sold it, like the little fish guy that she tortures, that's the same species as the guy that was in the first Cad Bane episode who like plants the bombs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh, that's why this takes place before that, because that's the same guy. And then no, it's not actually the same guy. It's just the same species.
Well, local ecosystem there.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Um, I was looking at trivia about this episode. There are a lot of cool that we get to see kind of the Coruscant underbelly, the streets as neon lights of Coruscant. We haven't really been in that part of Star Wars in a while.
Yeah.
And a lot of the signs apparently were saying funny things. And when they're at a train station, there's one that says, like, translated in the Star Wars script language, like Burbank, Glendale, North Hollywood, all that stuff.
Nice. Little shout out.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. Oh man, shoot. Darn, I remembered something else like wrong with the episode. But I can't remember what it was now. What was I gonna say? Well, whatever.
Anakin, or when Ahsoka's climbing all over the big Chancellor Palpatine message. That was kind of weird.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna steal someone's vehicle there too, like when
Yeah.
she was thinking about it. But no.
I mean, you know, the chase sequence is like excitingly directed enough, I guess. It's just not. I don't care.
I will say this hardly ever happens. Like, there's been a couple of times it happened. One of the other times I can think of is like when I was like, okay, I need Mace Windu to use his like droid crush thing on Grievous, and he did it.
Yeah.
I was like, perfect. That's exactly what I would have done if I had the Force and I was Mace Windu there. Like, as that criminal character was like climbing the gutters on that building, and Ahsoka uses the Force to like peel it off and crush it.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like literally cheering because like it made me so happy because I was like, yes, that's exactly what I was like thinking I would do. So I'm glad you did it because it so rarely happens that they use the Force in the way that I'm like, use the Force.
Yeah, totally. It is very satisfying when those things actually do happen, because you're right.
There was another moment in one of these episodes where, it's like one of the droids has, it's in the first episode we watched. One of the Grievous's droids has that Jedi captive, and I forget what they're using to like torture him, or like the button or whatever that the droid has. But he's like, don't come closer or I'll use it. And Anakin just force grabs the entire droid and slices it, like brings him to him, slices it out of his hand and stops it that way. I was like, yes, absolutely.
That was, that like commander strategy droid or whatever
Yes.
on the ship in the first episode.
Super cool.
Yeah. Good fight in general with the commando droids and Anakin and Adi Gallia. Like, that was fun.
Yeah, it's also, we didn't talk about it, but it's funny. Grievous's plan is like, yeah, I'm so smart and I can think ahead and I know exactly what you're doing, and the droid even says like he is on his top of his game today, like with 99.9% certainty you've done exactly what he said. And Grievous's big thing is just to throw more droids at them.
Yeah, I guess like, so.
Bro, if you knew exactly where they're gonna be, like exactly, just blow that area up.
Yeah, well, those droids are fully expendable. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I guess, he's a showman.
Yeah, well.
But that was fun when they go in and they're like, all alone. And then he's like, ha, ha, ha. And all the commando guys pop out.
Yeah.
Well, ready to talk about what we're going to do next time, briefly?
I am.
Okay, more Clone Wars episodes.
What?
Now, these ones are awesome.
Ooh.
I don't want to hype them up too much before you see them. But in my memory, these are great episodes.
Okay.
The Mandalore Plot.
Oh, okay.
Voyage of Temptation and Duchess of Mandalore. This is a 3-part Mandalorian story arc.
Temptation is one of the... Whose ship is that? Do we know that one already?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, is it not someone's ship?
I believe it is. I just don't think we have seen it.
Okay, there may be a card that I've seen of it then.
Oh, you know what? I don't even think it is actually the name of the ship. I just think that on the voyage there is some temptations that happen.
Oh, is this our little Obi-Wan episode?
The ship is called the Coronet.
Okay.
Is this our little Obi-Wan episode? I wonder.
And who could he be?
We'll watch another one-off episode after that 3-part arc called Senate Murders. Senate Murders.
Plural?
Name of the episode, at least.
Wow.
Then, okay, nice. Yeah, I'm actually really smart with the way I'm setting these up. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do those 4 episodes. The 3-part Mandalore arc, and then Senate Murders.
Woo!
I don't really remember Senate Murders, but I definitely remember the Mandalore
Just
stuff.
gotta get through this boring Mandalore stuff so we can get to our political thriller.
Yeah, I do see Mon Mothma in the thumbnail, though.
Oh, for
Mon
Senate Murder?
Mothma.
Have we seen her in animated Clone Wars style
No,
yet?
I don't believe so. No.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Well, anything else to say to the folks at home?
I love you all very much.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You don't have to say it to them.
I really like you guys a lot. You're important to me, and I care about you. It's just like a big step.
That's fine, but because I would, if you love them also, I would get jealous.
Okay, cool.
So
Well, it
that
works out
works.
that way.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's sort of, yeah, you guys are like good friends.